Fast, focused, and fearless. Here's a roundup of stories we're watching now. I'm Riza Diaz. We begin the newscast with updates on the situation in Batangas as volcanic smog, or VOG, from Taal persists. We have this afternoon Provincial Vice Governor Mark Leviste over the phone. Vice Gov, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Ms. Riza, and to our viewers and listeners.
First off, Gov, we'd like to check on your situation there in Batangas. Has the VOG subsided just yet?
At present, I am in Lipa City, and so far, other than overcast weather and occasional light rains, sa awa ng Diyos, maganda naman po ang panahon. Makulimlim, pero payapa.
Okay, so medyo nawala na po yung fog or yung kumbaga haze na nararanasan po dyan.
Well, it's cloudy and probably the fog has an effect on the cloudy weather at present. But I cannot really tell if the haziness is due to the fog alone. Because it's been raining the past few days in the eastern part of Batangas.
Vice Gov, with this behavior of the Taal volcano in your account, how many residents have been affected so far?
We have not received a total count of the population affected due to the violent reaction of Taal volcano. However, we continue to collate the data, and we cannot give an estimate at this juncture. We have given clear instructions to LGUs, even the barangay levels, through their barangay health workers, to gather data for our information, and we shall use that as basis of our future actions and decisions.
Sir, have you received reports if there have been efforts on evacuation already? And should there be some, or soon would this be needed? Is the LGU ready for this?
26 municipalities out of the 34 towns already submitted the report. Yes, evacuation centers are available and ready. Even the FIVOCs have identified these areas. However, we do not fully recommend evacuation at this time due to the volatile characteristics of Taal volcano, even the VOG. Also, to evacuate the people, they will be catered to other municipalities which may be affected by the VOG too. In the same manner, due to the volatility of the VOG, we are not certain until when this will affect all of us. Right now, there's no definite time given by other government agencies such as PBOX and PAGASA until when the VOG will remain in our atmosphere or when it will totally diminish. Just the same, the provincial government is on top of the situation. We have addressed those areas and locations where it has been reported that there are people, particularly children, that had a hard time breathing. We have provided N95 face masks as well as nebulizers, thermometers, and pulse oximeter.
Vice Gov, with that being said, as you mentioned, there were some residents, or in fact children, that had hard time breathing. Are there more classes or more class suspensions rather in the coming days? Should the residents expect this?
Yeah, the past few days through the week, there were LGUs and schools who have declared the suspension of classes or deferment of their class schedules. Just to let you know, school heads and principals, as well as local chief executives or mayors, have the authority and prerogative to suspend classes according to the Department of Education Memorandum Circular 27.
Okay. Vice Gov, is Batangas considering to declare a state of emergency over the matter?
I would like to categorically correct that statement of a state of emergency. It's more like a state of calamity. However, there were some LGUs who have used the term state of emergency. But sometimes this creates a different notion, not necessarily addressing a natural disaster, but just the same, there are LGUs who have already considered the declaration of a state of calamity. As far as the provincial government and the provincial board is concerned, by Monday, when we are able to consolidate majority, if not all, of the data in the entire province, that is when our governor will probably request action from the provincial board to address all the needs of our affected kababayans and local government units.
All right, we'll just have to leave it at that and hope the situation gets better. Thank you very much for sharing with us all those information and your time. That was Batangas Vice Governor, Governor Mark Leviste. Thank you, sir. Meanwhile, PAGASA says the air quality in Metro Manila has improved following the smog that blanketed the region on Friday. The Weather Bureau said the air quality in the area is now, quote, safer due to rains. Government data also showed the air quality in Makati, Pateros, and Parañaque has gone from unhealthy to good. PAGASA earlier said the smog over Metro Manila is caused by thermal inversion and not from the Taal volcano. Now, this occurs when the warm air near the land surface gets trapped by the cool air.
Nagkaroon ng pag-ulan. So yung ulan, isang factors na nabawasan yung smog na suspended sa air. Yung hangin medyo gumagalaw na, unlike compare po kahapon. So gradually, mapapansin po natin yan na magki-clear na dito sa Metro Manila.
PAGASA is monitoring 2 low-pressure areas within the Philippine Area of Responsibility. The first LPA was last spotted some 85 kilometers northeast of Infanta, Quezon, while the other one was located 125 kilometers west of Iba, Zambales. The Weather Bureau said the 2 LPAs are unlikely to develop into cyclones at present. The LPAs, along with Habagat, will bring rains over Metro Manila, the rest of Luzon, and Visayas, as well as Zamboanga Peninsula. Now, the rest of Mindanao will also experience isolated rains caused by the Habagat and localized thunderstorms. Now, up to half-tire deep floodwaters were observed along EDSA's northbound lane near Camp Aguinaldo at around noon today. Authorities said the floods rendered the road impassable for light vehicles, but eventually subsided at around 2 in the afternoon. We'll be back with more stories after the break. Keep it here on One News. You're still watching One News Now. I'm Riza Diaz. Motorists may finally see a reprieve following weeks of increase in prices of fuel products. Unio Philippines projects that prices of diesel would go down by up to 40 centavos per liter next week. Gasoline prices are likewise expected to become less expensive by up to 35 centavos a liter. Oil companies will announce final price adjustments on Monday, which will take effect the next day. If the rollback pushes through, it will end the 11 straight weeks of upward adjustments. Now in sports, Gilas Pilipinas won its only tune-up game before the 19th Asian Games. The national team showed their might against Korean Basketball League runner-up LG Sakers at the PhilSports Arena on Friday. It was a tight game throughout that ended with a victory for Gilas 86-81. Now despite the win, the team is still waiting for the decision of the Hangzhou Asian Games Organizing Committee over the final roster for Gilas. Earlier this week, the Smog Basketball ng Pilipinas announced that Terrence Romeo, Calvin Abueva, Jason Perkins, and Motal Tua may not be allowed to play due to eligibility issues.
We're told they're still working on it, and we'll have a definitive time by the 24th. But by and large, we got our 12 right now, and that's who we're going to continue to practice with.
The national team hopes to convert the momentum from their tune-up game win as they head to China this Sunday. Their Asian Games campaign will begin on September 26th against Bahrain. And those are the top stories of the hour. I'm Riza Diaz. We are One News.